The boysports.com Derby quarterfinals. Sandy C, the even money favourites. 2-1 Razor Ashmore, 4-1 both Catunda Ashmore and Sienna Steel, and 6-1 Bar. First quarter-final of the Derby coming up now. Red colour Scotch Action, owned by Glenn Healy Newbridge and Donald Monaghan, and his rival is Sienna Steel in the white, owned by John O'Donoghue Cree and brother Fabian O'Donoghue Cork. And away they go. Red colour Scotch Action, the white is Sienna Steel, and it's Sienna Steel that's away from slips very fast, has a couple of lengths to spare now. On the ascend, it's Sienna Steel in the white colour out in front of Scotch Action as they climb the hill. It's Sienna Steel. Scotch Action moves to the far side, but as they head up to the first turn, Sienna Steel is still holding Scotch Action, and at the top of the field, Sienna Steel lengthening on now, and fine performance by Sienna Steel. Red colour Razor Ashmore, owned by Joe O'Connor Tarberton, and the white is Gingerbread Boy, representing Fiacre O'Callaghan from Kilkenny and Ruth Dempsey. Next quarter final coming up now in the Boyle Sports Derby. Red colour Razor Ashmore, and the white is Gingerbread Boy. They're away. Razor Ashmore just with the advantage, heading out away from slips now, beginning to make the climb. Razor Ashmore over Gingerbread Boy, heading uphill now to the first turn, and wide apart. It's Razor Ashmore. Razor Ashmore out in front. Difference of opinion there between those two dogs as the hare drifted over to the far side of the field, and a guessing game there, but it's Razor Ashmore is through to the semi-final with Sienna Steel. That'll be 1-2 relish.
Huge crowd now, expecting two great quarter-finals here in the bottom half of the boysports.com Derby. Every vantage point taken.
In slips now, Ballydorgan Hero in the red, owned by the Dine and Gonling Ganson, a gift from Fermoy, and Sandy C in the white, representing Patsy Byrne, Surrey. Next course coming up now in the quarterfinals, and out they come. Red colour Ballydorgan Hero, white Sandy C. Sandy C on the inside of Ballydorgan Hero as they climb the hill. It's not all smooth sailing. Sandy C on the inside of Ballydorgan Hero. Up the hill they come to the first turn, and now Sandy C holding Ballydorgan Hero, who looked early in the course as if it was going to be close enough, but heading up to the turn, Sandy C pulled on. Sandy C.
Yes, this is certainly the closest that any other dog has got to Sandy C in the Boyle Sports Derby so far, but in fairness to Sandy C, he fights off the challenge well, and here now for a moment where it looks like Ballydorgan here is making what could be a winning run. Sandy C sticks the head out.
In the red is the Jammy Dodger Syndicate from Charles Johnny Casanova, and the white Catunda Ashmore, owned by Pat Byrne from Dublin. Last quarter final now in the Boyle Sports Derby, being eased out by Tom Murphy. Red Johnny Casanova, the white is Catunda Ashmore. They're away, and Catunda Ashmore leads away from slips, heading now uphill. It's Catunda Ashmore with the advantage over Johnny Casanova, heading now up towards the top of the hill, and it's Catunda Ashmore galloping on strongly from Johnny Casanova up to the first turn. Catunda Ashmore into the semi-final with Sandy C leading from slips. Catunda Ashmore, the Galmally qualifier, and the capable hands of Owen McKenna.
We have two brilliant semi-finals in store. We really have.
Leon Blanche for our sponsors, Boyle Sports Bookmakers. Tell me, where's the money going for the semi-finals of the Derby and Oaks?
Well, I suppose, listen, let's start with the Oaks first. There was an almighty touch landed there in the quarterfinals by Harry Finlay, who of course owns Denmania. They were given it even money in 5-4. He jumped on it and he landed it. And his dog now, the bitch, is 6-4, second favourite behind Solane, who is the even money favourite at the moment. But if Harry Finlay's bitch wins the Oaks, we'll be crying into our milk, no doubt about it. Looking at the Derby now, Razor Ashmore, I think that was his worst performance of the Derby so far. We pushed him out to 2-1. All the money last night came for Sandy C. Everybody seems to like Sandy C. That's the Level Due Devils, even money favourite. It's 3-1 Katunda Ashmore, and it's 3-1 Sienna Steel. They're two cracking semi-finals, but having looked at the quarter-finals, ourselves at Boyle Sports think that Sandy C will be a winner, and we're hoping he is a winner, because Razor Ashmore was the big gamble on Saturday from 16s into 5s. As I said, we weren't that impressed with the quarter-final win there from Razor, so we're hoping Sandy C will save us a few quid.
Thank you, Leon.
The BoyleSports.com Derby semi-finals. Sandy C, the even money favourite. Razor Ashmore 6-4, 2-1 Sienna Steel, and Katunda Ashmore 3-1. Red collar is Sienna Steel, owned by John O'Donoghue Cree and brother Fabian O'Donoghue Cork, and Razor Ashmore, he's in the white collar, owned by Joe O'Connor from Tarbert. The first semi-final of the Boyle Sports Derby is underway, and up they come, and Razor Ashmore on the far side leads away from slips from Sienna Steel. A deficit of a couple of lengths to make up as Sienna Steel as they climb the hill. It's Razor Ashmore from Sienna Steel. They're closing in now in the first turn. Razor Ashmore, Sienna Steel's not done with, but Razor Ashmore is going to get there. Razor Ashmore will meet either Sandy C or Katunda Ashmore.
Let's have a look back at this, because this course was decided from flightfall. Sienna Steel walked out of slips, absolutely walked out of slips this time. Razor Ashmore got a lead of 3 or 4 lengths immediately, and tries he might Sienna Steel. Well, look, you're not going to peg back a dog like Razor Ashmore after losing 3 lengths to him. It's just not going to happen. He did his best, but Razor Ashmore is into the final.
In slips now for the second semi-final of the Boyle Sports Derby. Red colour, Sandy C, owned by Patsy Byrne, and in the white is Katunda Ashmore, representing Pat Byrne from Dublin. And out they come. Red collar, Sandy C. The white is Katunda Ashmore, and it's Katunda Ashmore that leads away from slips and has already got a length advantage. Climbing the hill, it's Katunda Ashmore drawing on from Sandy C. Uphill they come now. It's Katunda Ashmore from Sandy C with one last challenge on the far side. It's closing in now, and Sandy C and Katunda Ashmore. What a buckle there. Gone right down to Judge Tom Lawler. Tremendous finish there to that one. And Sandy C gets the red flag.
Oh, what an exciting semi-final to the BoyleSports.com Derby. Katunda Ashmore, he gets a brilliant start to this course. But we've seen Sandy C. I saw him in Abbey Field. He comes up here. Let's watch him. Oh, brilliant finish.
The BoyleSports.com Derby final. Razor Ashmore, red collar, and Sandy C joint favourites 6-4 on. Razor Ashmore owned and bred by Joe O'Connor Tarbert and James O'Connor, trained by Brendan Matthews. Sandy C bred by Catherine O'Mara, trained by Pal Fitzgerald and owned by Patsy Burns. In the red collar, Razor Ashmore, owned by Joe O'Connor from Tarbert, and in the white is Sandy C, representing Patsy Byrne. The Boyle Sports Derby of 2008 is eminent now. Red collar, Razor Ashmore, and in the white is Sandy C. They're away, and Razor Ashmore in the red is away just ahead of Sandy C. There's not much between them as they climb the hill, and now Razor Ashmore begins to lengthen on into a willing advantage up the hill in the Derby. It's Razor Ashmore out in front of Sandy C. The gap is growing all the time. The gamble is landed as Razor Ashmore wins the Derby of 2008 for Joe O'Connor from Tarbert and Brendan Matthews. What a national meeting they've had.
What a performance from Razor Ashmore. No one expected him to do it that easy, but he did. Fantastic.